Joe, Fat Funky Joe, Sloppy Joe, who just happened to get fired on his day off recently. They say he stepped down from hosting the BET Hip Hop Awards, which is utter trash. But he hosted it the last 3 years, and according to Joe, he stepped down because he wants to focus on his new album and focus on his music. A 53-year-old wants to focus on his hip hop music. Okay. So if you need a recap of what's going on, Fat Joe, and it's ironic that his new album that he's coming out is called The World Changed on Me. But Fat Joe has been in some hot water for recent acts. I mean, I'll play this clip right here. This is from the Math Hoffa episode. Math Hoffa got so much heat for this, he had to take it down, right?
Just say that, okay? It's a group of these guys that don't want to hear Jamaican, don't want to hear Guyanese, they don't want to hear a black guy that ain't down with them.
Right.
Right? So their job is to criticize anybody who don't look like them or who ain't black American.
Who are these guys?
You want me to say their name? We're going to give them too much clout.
I mean,
the FBA, Foundational Black Authority, whoever the fuck these broke niggas is. I'm just keeping it a buck. And that shit.
That was Joe on there wilding, talking about the FBA, Black Authority, broke niggas, this and that. And he doesn't. I don't even think he realizes that you're attacking a whole lineage when you're saying that. He thinks he's just getting at a couple of people on the internet and Tariq Nasheed, but that's black lineage that you're getting at right there, Joey. The same black lineage that you've made a lot of money off of. How many albums you did with how many songs you did with R. Kelly and this rapper, that rapper. I don't think there's nobody who's collaborated with more rappers in the last 30 years than Fat Joe. That's kind of his stick, you know what I mean? He always is doing features on other people's songs. He been using black culture for years, and everyone knows this. So, he's talking about his album that I don't think anybody was buying anyway, but, now some people are starting to catch up and seeing what's going on, and this is recently what Corey Holcomb and Craig had to say about it.
Like, as far as being from America, they be all for the fight, according to the FBA, when it comes to taking the resources that we fought for, but when it comes down to it, they separate and they identify with what they are when it comes down to it. You know what I mean?
Right. So they were basically checking them.
They don't really fuck with us like that.
But you're talking about them. They were checking Fat Joe.
So they were checking Fat Joe. They checked Busta Rhymes. They checked a lot of people. I'm talking about like going.
Well, I know everybody uses black for what they can get out of it. Black people, since the beginning of the world, they use us for what they can get from us.
Right.
But they act like we're nothing.
Right.
I know that. I'm talking about even, like, what is Busta Rhymes?
Jamaican.
Jamaicans, Puerto Ricans, they're black when it works.
Right.
But they act like they're more. Not all. Some people know who they are and where they come from.
Right.
But the black people who were taken over there to Spain and turned into what they got turned into.
Right.
I mean, do you know what I mean when I say that?
No.
All the slave ships didn't come to America.
Yeah, they went everywhere.
They went everywhere.
Right.
Like, I don't know who Fat Joe thinks he is, but do you know where your roots come from? Where everybody's roots come from?
See, Fat Joe.
Africa.
Yeah. Fat Joe is different.
Do you know that?
Yeah. He knows that. He knows that. But at the end of the day, it goes down to Dr. Claude Anderson's definition of racism. His definition of racism is the competition for wealth and resources between groups of people. Mm-hmm. So even though Fat Joe may be wrong on some of his stances, I don't know completely, what the other people are doing is they're on code with their community. And that's what the FBA is trying to establish in our community is that, nigga, we need to be on code. You know what I mean? Like, when it's time for them to form like Voltron and click up and be like, we are whatever we are, whether it's Jamaican, Puerto Rico, wherever they from, they do it.
Right.
That was Corey, if you still watch that. And yeah, so I'm still just bugging out at Fat Joe. FBA won, apparently. I mean, black culture, we won, because Fat Joe had to step down from the BET Awards. Maybe somebody got in BET's head and said, well, it does kind of make sense. Why we got him on the show compared to some? So he passed the torch to 2 Chainz. So Fat Joe, Fat Funky, Big Nasty, Sweat Junkie will no longer be hosting your precious EBT Awards. Not that really matters, but yeah, I guess that's a victory for us. I mean, it actually would mean something that the BET Awards was actually good, but it's not. But yeah, now we can make fun of record sales and a few things like that later on. But yeah, Fat Joe has done this to himself, and he's delusional. Talking about he stepped down. You had to step down. Now this is what he says. We got a legend here talking to the BX Native, some interview, and he says, "You know what? I thank you. I resigned as the host of the BET Hip Hop Awards because." No real shit, 2 Chainz, I've been saying, yo, let me host. I know I could be a good host. You know what, my brother, you could be the next host. Oh, so he's trying to play it off like on some little big brother, little brother shit. Like he just son 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz is a lot older than you think also. But yeah, Fat Joe just tried to son 2 Chainz. Talking about he passed the torch. Get out of here, man. But yeah, Corey and Craig were speaking facts. You know, a lot of these people want to be black until it's time to be black, if you know what that means. They will use you. They will take up all everything they can get out of your culture and sell it, manufacture it, maneuver it, all of that, distribute it, eat money and then bounce, right? And they are nowhere to be found. I've called out people like DJ Khaled. I remember DJ Khaled had some Jordans on and had black men lifting him up like Cleopatra, walking over the beach and the sand and shit. Like, who are you supposed to be? You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of people like this in this hip-hop community, but y'all invite everybody to this so-called barbecue. I don't want nothing to do with that barbecue, because y'all let anybody come to that shit. Anybody that got a couple of good songs and some catchy notes and y'all think they cute, y'all invite them to this barbecue, this cookout. You know? So y'all keep bringing them asses to the cookout. These are the people that show up and they show their ass. When they really get to it, they show you who the hell they are. So Sloppy Joe is no longer going to be hosting your BET Hip Hop Awards. And hey, Corey Holcomb has laid down his stance. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Happy New Year.